Moving into that old apartment building felt like a fresh start. High ceilings, creaky floorboards. It had character, you know? Maya, that was her name. She felt like she was finally carving out her own space. She spent days unpacking, dreaming about her new, independent life. The hallways were always quiet, a little too quiet sometimes, and the heavy, dark wood doors seemed to hold their own secrets. That is when she met Mr. Silas, the neighbor across the hall. An older man, always impeccably dressed, with eyes that seemed to take in a little too much. He introduced himself, offered help with a heavy box. "Up late, are not we?" he would said, a soft, almost friendly smile playing on his lips. "Heard you moving things around, well past midnight." Maya just laughed it off, but a tiny chill snaked its way up her spine. How did he know exactly when she stopped unpacking? Weeks turned into months. Maya started noticing patterns. Every morning when she left for class, Mr. Silas seemed to be just returning from his walk or just heading out for errands. In the evenings, if she went to the convenience store, he would be in the hallway, adjusting a picture frame or checking his mail. She tried leaving earlier, later, even taking the stairs instead of the elevator. It did not matter. He was always there, a quiet sentinel, his presence a constant, unsettling hum beneath the surface of her new life. One evening, after a long day, Maya found a small, neatly folded note tucked under her door. It was a coupon for a local bakery, but scribbled on the back in precise, elegant handwriting were the words, "Heard you singing this morning." Lovely voice. Her heart slammed against her ribs. She had not sung that morning. She would hummed a quiet tune while making coffee, barely audible even to herself. The casual, almost kind message felt like a violation, a chilling reminder that someone was always listening. It was late. The only light in Maya's apartment came from her desk lamp, illuminating her textbook. The building was silent, or so she thought. Then a faint sound, rhythmic and soft, began from the hallway. A gentle tap, tap, tap. It sounded like fingernails or maybe a ring against wood. It would pause, then start again, always just outside her door. She froze, every muscle tensed, straining to hear over the sudden pounding of her own heart. Slowly, agonizingly, Maya crept towards the door. Her hand shook as she reached for the peephole cover. She paused, took a deep breath, and then, with a jolt, pushed it open. What she saw made her blood run cold. Mr. Silas. He was not tapping, he was not moving. He was just standing there, perfectly still, facing her door. His head was slightly tilted, as if listening or waiting, staring directly at the peephole. A cold dread seeped into her bones, the chilling certainty that he knew she was there, looking back. Maya did not sleep that night. By morning, she was making calls. Within 3 days, she had packed everything, hired movers, and was gone. The apartment, once a symbol of her freedom, now felt like a cage she had barely escaped. She never saw Mr. Silas again, but the image of him standing silently at her door was burned into her mind. Months passed. Maya was in a new city, a new apartment, new everything. She tried to forget, to push it all down, but sometimes, late at night, she would catch a reflection in a darkened window, a movement in her peripheral vision. Just her imagination, a trick of the light. Yet, the memory of those watchful eyes, the quiet observer across the hall, lingered like a cold shadow. She still checked her locks twice. Always. The feeling of being watched, even now, never truly left her.